And of course, we continue our coverage on the commemoration of the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Today, we're hearing from a Philadelphia pastor who has a touching connection to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., having met him as a young child. It was a few years after the March on Washington. CBS's Natasha Brown sat down with Pastor Alan Waller to reflect on that day and the impact that the civil rights leader has had on his life.
And I think this march will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, demonstrations for freedom and human dignity.
The March on Washington 60 years ago was a real symbol of the black church becoming the conscience of America.
Little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers.
It's where Dr. King gave a real vision and even explanation of the work that had already been being done and the work that was left to do.
The 60th anniversary of the March on Washington leads to reflection and a mindful renewal of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed.
Dr. King also was pointing towards what was still yet to be done, and I think that that's where we come in.
Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church Pastor Dr. Alan Waller leads one of the biggest congregations in the Philadelphia area. We sat down with him to talk about how the March on Washington changed the country and the strides that still need to be made decades later. He has a very special connection to Dr. King, summed up in this picture proudly displayed in his church office, taken 4 years after the March on Washington.
Dr. King and my father were friends, and Dr. King was preaching. That picture of me is sitting on Dr. King's lap in September of 1967. He was preaching my father, Dr. Alfred Waller, his 4th pastoral anniversary at the Shiloh Baptist Church in Cleveland, Ohio.
Pastor Waller was 3.5 years old in this picture, but this moment sparked a profound movement even at that young age, leading to his pastoral and community activist role.
I'm proud of my dad because that's September of '67, and it was at a time when a lot of black churches had run away from Dr. King. A lot of people had run away from Dr. King because at that time, Dr. King is talking about reparations. He's talking about economic justice.
We will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together.
The march and the years after catapulted the nation into a fierce fight for freedom, social justice and equality, and into violence and poverty for black Americans.
So let freedom ring.
More than 250,000 people participated in the historic march, a sea of connected souls as far as the eye could see, gathering near the Lincoln Memorial.
We have to learn how to celebrate what he did, but recognize that he didn't reach the finish line. In fact, he said so. He said, I've seen the promised land. I might not get there with you. He gave us a great legacy to live up to. I still believe in this country, but we still have a lot of work to do.
And singing the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
In Philadelphia, I'm Natasha Brown.
Our coverage on the commemoration of the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington continues all week long. It does cap off with Still Rising, a 1-hour special spotlighting the memories and the insights of those who joined that fight for freedom. Still Rising airs on Sunday, August 27th at 11 p.m. right here on CBS News Texas.